Hi. I'm on a beach today and I'm thinking about the past and the future. I look around and there's these beautiful round stones and the beach is just covered in them. And it just reminded me so much about how the wind, the rain, the time has worn them into the shape that they are. And yet they're all in different shapes. And I was thinking about us as people. All of the time, the wind, the rain, how it shapes us. You remember a time when you were stuck in the rain and it was pouring down and you got soaked to the bone? And then all those memories come flooding back. And the emotions, whether they made you laugh or it made you cry. So this time of year, it's nice to look back and see all the things that have happened in our year. And we look back and maybe we want to look back a decade. We want to look back on where we were 5 years ago and we said, in 5 years from now, I want to be, I want to do. And all the things that we have and all the things that we've done all happened because we made choices. I love it because I'm out here today on Amherst Island with my husband, who's a photographer, doing a photo shoot. And it just reminds me that we do this every New Year's. We talk about the past and what we've wanted to accomplish and what we wanted to get done. And what did we do? Did you meet those goals? Did you set those goals? I don't even worry about New Year's resolutions. What I really want to think about is how did I want to feel? I looked, and I know what I want to feel in 5 years. Of course, I want to feel zesty. I want to feel happy. I want to feel joyful. And I want to be able to deal with the wind and the rain and the storms when they come in and that I can handle it. There's not a problem. Sure, I may blow away this side or that side when the storm comes through, like these trees fell over, but a lot of them are just gaining resilience. When the wind blows them this way and that way, they just gain more strength. It's always what I think of when I see a tree all propped up and I think, or somebody that keeps running and saying, help me, rescue me, rescue me. Because you need to build your own strength. That's how you got it. That's how I got it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So let's look on back and see if you can count 3 moments in the last year that have really been significant for you. And one of my moments was that I let go of big fear and a belief. And they're like Siamese twins, belief and feelings, and they go together, and the fear was stuck right in there for me. And then when I let that go, that's when I decided I could step into my power. I could step even greater into my zest. And that's when I decided that I would host a retreat. I've been asked by women ever since my book came out in November 2015. When are you going to have a retreat? Love your book. There's good stuff in here. Or conversations with women especially. Men don't ask me to go on a retreat. Funny about that. I'm sort of glad they don't, but the women do. And so it's going to be an opportunity for us to be able to do that. To be able to retreat and to be able to rest and to be able to renew ourselves. Because we can't just keep going. We need to step back, take a really good look on where we want to go. Otherwise, instead of ending up down the road over there, we may end up swimming across the lake onto another island. And that may not be what we want to do at all. We need to decide for ourselves, what are our values? What's important to us? And values change. When you have little children, your life is centered around them. It could be centered around your career. It could be centered around a new business you're starting. Whatever it is, your values change. So we're going to talk about values. It's one of the things I do with my clients. It's the very first thing I do with my clients so that I know what their values are. it helps us adjust our language, because if we value adventure, then we talk in the language of, wow, it's really exciting adventure I'm on. If we value security or anything else, it all has its own language. Now, we're also going to have time to be doing some journaling. We're going to set out a map where we're going to take all of those words, thoughts, feelings, ideas, and we're going to set out a beautiful map so you can see exactly where you're going, so that every single thing you do has intent behind it. If you don't have an intention of knowing where you want to go, well, how are you going to get there? You know, we had an intent, we have a destination. And it's not just when you get in the car to have that destination. It's in everything you do. Say you cook. I don't cook much. But when I do, and John does, there's an intent for what kind of meal you're going to have. There's an intent for the mood you want to create. There's always an intent in every single thing we do. We just want to make sure it's a conscious intent. And then we're sure it will turn out the way, or pretty sure, it's going to turn out the way we want it to turn out. Another thing that's going to be really fun at this retreat is we're going to talk about men's needs and women's needs. And they're entirely different except for one, communication. And we do it very differently. But it's a fascinating teaching. So I'm looking forward to gathering together. And for the deep divers, we even have the option to have an overnight stay, deeper conversation in the evening, a fabulous dinner. The whole day is laid right out there for you. The link is attached, so you can check it out. And I hope you'll join us. There's very limited space, especially for the overnight. We're in a beautiful home, 6,000 square feet, big comfy leather couches, so it feels fabulous. So I look forward to seeing you. And I want to see you on January 26th. And I would love to stay connected through the whole year. So what is your intent for 2019? Is this going to be your year that you really nail it? So that a year from now, you're standing on a beach, maybe not on the shore of Lake Ontario, but maybe on another shore, on another beach, although this one is very fine, and I don't even have to fight for lawn chairs. So what's your intent going to be? What's your 2019 going to look like? And if you're not clear, if you don't have 20/20 vision for 2019, how are you going to get there? How can we help you get clearer on where you want to go and how you're going to get there every step of the way? Let's really set our intent that 2019 be the zestiest year ever.